Bergen County is at the forefront of shared services. Find out what one local municipality is doing to bring efficiency and cost savings to their residents. Next on Inside Bergen. Welcome Inside Bergen. I'm your host, Bergen County Executive Dennis McNerney. With the country in a recession and cuts in state funding, counties throughout New Jersey are trying to squeeze more savings from tax dollars. The time has come for elected officials to work with their administrations on initiatives that focus on sharing services and consolidation. It's the only way municipalities will be able to maintain fiscally sound budgets. Joining us to discuss this hot topic is Borough of Dumont Council President Carl Manna and the Borough Administrator John Perkins.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Okay. Also with us today, as a guest commentator, is Bergen County Freeholder Vernon Walton. As a former councilman at large for the City of Englewood, Freeholder Walton can address the issues most important to residents. He's also the chairman of the Board of Trustees at Ramapo College here in Bergen and a member of the Public Works, Community Development, and Planning and Economic Development Committees on the Bergen County Board of Freeholders. He's also currently chairman of the Health Services Committee. Freeholder Walton, I'm glad you could join us today, and of course, welcome everybody.
Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis.
Okay, Council President, shared services. I know Dumont has really been a leader in it. What are you currently working on now for some of these initiatives?
Well, there are a number of initiatives that we have taken over the course of the past year and a half. Historically, we've done shared services on a handshake, but going forward, we're looking at formalizing many of the services that we share with our neighboring towns, such as Bergenfield, New Milford, and Harworth. What we've done over the period of time is shared our infrastructure equipment, the jet vac, the video cameras, the buckets that we have between the
And a jet vac is really just a large, it's on the back of a public works trucks and it goes around and explain just more to the viewers.
Well, jet vac is if you will, a huge vacuum that's used to clear blockages and obstructions within either the stormwater sewers or sanitary sewers.
Right.
And when we have problems of flooding in the municipality, we're able to call upon our neighbors to provide us with the equipment.
Right, so it may be owned by the Borough of Dumont, but one day it's in Hallworth, the next day it's
Sure.
it's in Demarest. So that's
and it
how
saves the municipality on the initial outlay of cost of buying such an expensive piece of equipment that's not used every day in one municipality, but it can be used throughout a number of municipalities, and the cost can be shared with those municipalities. John handles the day-to-day operation of many of these things.
Now, how does that work? Is there any problems? I know some towns are union, some are non-union. Sometimes there's issue with the one who owns the equipment may pick up a bigger burden of the dollars that are being spent on it. So you work as Borough Administrator, and how do you alleviate those issues?
Like the Council President explained, we do it basically on a handshake. We utilize our equipment for their use when they need it, and we're the receiving end when we need it. The unions really don't have anything to say about it. They've been, the relationship between the towns that we share with is excellent. The cost savings can be up to $2,500 for a half a day for the use of the truck. So it could be $190 an hour that we're saving.
Wow.
So the savings is significant.
Mr. Perkins, can you talk a little bit about what that means directly for the taxpayers of your community?
Well, the fact is that if you have a dollar value of $190 an hour for something that years ago we would go out and hire a private concern to come in and take care of our problem, there's a couple of things. Number one, being able to utilize another piece of equipment from another town is almost immediate, as long as it's available. Where if you're going to an outside concern, you have a major time delay, and you may have a flooding issue that's impacting residents immediately. The other is the fact that you're saving $190 an hour. And over the course of a year, you're talking thousands of dollars, if not tens of thousands of dollars in equipment that we don't necessarily have to purchase, but we have a handshake in it and we can utilize from another town.
Now, Mayor Manna, I know Dumont is also involved with the Riverside Co-op. Can you tell us how that is? Because I don't think a lot of residents know the Riverside. There's another cooperative agreement with a number of towns, and Dumont is really taking the lead.
Well, I have to say that the Riverside Co-op has been really a very good asset to the towns of Bergen County. It's afforded us to pool our requests for purchases of everything from copy paper to purchasing police cars and equipment that we would not ordinarily get a group discount out of. And by doing it this way, all the towns that participate in this co-op can incur a tremendous amount of savings by making the larger purchases.
Ever think about who will answer your 911 call in a medical emergency? Many times, the people who respond are no strangers. They're your neighbors, friends, relatives, and coworkers. They're dedicated to helping people. They respond at all hours, in all kinds of weather, and are trained to handle any emergency.
They're also volunteers. They could be you.
To find out how you can join the thousands of other EMS volunteers, contact the Bergen County Law and Public Safety Institute. If you don't, who will?